This is how guilt works in OCD. You should feel guilty 24/7, every second for the rest of your life. But aren't I allowed 1 second off? No, actually, if you relax for 1 second, you should double down on the guilt on yourself because you let yourself off the hook for 1 second. That's how OCD operates, as the puppet master jailer to you. That's what it's doing. And you feel it goes in to the sort of self-defeating nervous system anxiety and guilt cycle. So that's like bombarding you and crushing you like a vice in your nervous system. And then you're like, no, just let me relax for 2 seconds. Come on, this is too extreme. And then as you go to do that, it's like pulling yourself out of a deep hole, but you can't really get out yet and then back down. It's like, I can't release it. Oh, come on, I'm not even sure about this. You're holding me to ransom on something that's 0.001 chance. But that's not an excuse, I'm afraid. That's not an excuse. You need to still be punished. But come on, I don't even know. I'm not certain. Uncertainty, what a cop-out. How dare you throw the uncertainty card? That's what OCD is like. Now, just the knowledge of that little bit that I'm talking about there, 99% of people who work with OCD do not understand that. They do not understand that. And so then they say, leave a thought there. It's not you, it's just a thought. Go with uncertainty. OCD don't give a shit about that. OCD has got you in that vice, and you need to make behavioral change to release the vice, to show your brain, it's not as scary as I thought. You can accept yourself even if you were to have done ... you would still have value as a human being and so on. And then it just eases off that vice little by little, as well as uncertainty, a key ingredient, but not all. And then you've got that, exposures, acceptance, the whole concoction. And then that makes that cocktail of recovery. But if you try and just go with uncertainty when you have severe chronic guilt from severe chronic OCD where it's latched on like that, you'll probably feel disheartened after a while as it will ease off. Maybe it's eased off and released a bit, and you've gone a period of a few months where you haven't felt too bad, and then it latches on and you feel like you're back at square one and it feels like it's never going to release again. For myself, in my own condition of severe chronic OCD, even the periods where I got uncertain, that got under it with some level of uncertainty, I had simmering away guilt and anxiety 24/7. So I was always in that cortisol soup without a release, right? And to somebody who is not clued up on the extent, the difference between severe chronic guilt and mild OCD, they're worlds apart. Totally worlds apart. Because with mild OCD, that vice releases. You might do some mindfulness. You might do some light uncertainty work. And just getting eases off. That's not so bad. Yes, you fall into the category of the easy, of the basic anxiety books you find on bookshelves all over the world. But alas, if you have chronic severe OCD, OCD is resilient. You need to build robust recovery. I can accept that, hey, maybe there's a 2% chance that such and such happened, and I can still stay there without chronic guilt, without chronic anxiety, and without that vice being experienced. If you work on recovery, work through the tools on recovery, there's 3,500 plus videos on this channel explaining about what OCD feels like, how to start breaking OCD down in the basic form. But when it comes to deconstructing that vice-like grip, we are here to help you in the one-to-one sessions, because you usually need to see exactly why you are stuck. What are those core fears it's latched around? Why it's got a grip there? When you have chronic severe OCD, the YouTube channel is very helpful, but rarely alone will get under that vice-like grip. Now, that's not me trying to say, you have to have our coaching. It's me just highlighting the obvious. If you have chronic severe OCD, it's resilient, it has nuances to the latching, and we need to get under those to stop that cortisol soup-like chronic guilt and anxiety that feels like it will never release ever again.